to normalize talking about our failed businesses because there is a whole graveyard of failed businesses that live rent-free in my mind, serve as important reminders of mistakes that I've made, but also turn out to be amazing pivot moments that have led me to this point in time now. Currently, I'm a real estate investor and I own multiple businesses, and I'm also a full-time realtor. And all of the failed businesses that I've had, I firmly do believe, even though some of them were not related to what I'm doing now, did lead me to my current moment. Failed business number one, I had a YouTube channel. I was a beauty YouTuber back in the day. The reason why I consider this one a failed business is because I never hit 10,000 subscribers. And yes, I did do some brand sponsorships, but I never exceeded like $300 for a paid collaboration. In my head, that's not a lot of money. I eventually shut down the channel. I did the channel for like years and years and years, many years, never hit 10,000 subscribers. I don't want to do it anymore. I don't like it anymore, so I shut it down. That failed business led me to starting my TikTok. Obviously, my TikTok is not beauty related in the slightest. I do feel that being on camera for so many years, week after week, trained me of how to speak on camera. That's why I feel like now with short form content on TikTok and Instagram, and by the way, I am thinking about getting back on YouTube, but for real estate investing. All of that training made this era of social media on my life much more successful. Second failed business was an e-commerce brand, and I've had multiple e-commerce brands and multiple of them failed, but the first ever e-commerce brand that I had definitely failed. And I know why it failed. It failed for a lot of reasons. Our branding was not consistent. Our marketing was all over the place, but it was my first go around. Every e-commerce brand that I have launched since that initial one has been more successful than the last one. And the most recent e-commerce brand that I ever had did 6 figures in its first year, and I consider that brand to be the most successful one that I've ever had. Now, that one doesn't exist anymore. I did shut it down because I just wasn't feeling it anymore, and I really wanted to focus on real estate, but I have faith that if I wanted to start an e-commerce brand again in the future, I would have all the tools and all the know-how and the lived experience of all of my failures and all of my mistakes to be able to make good decisions with a new brand that I launch. Another failed business that I had was I had a real estate investing coaching business. That failed because the price point wasn't high enough. I firmly believe that I wasn't charging enough money, and so people weren't taking it seriously, and the quality of clients that I was getting from coaching just wasn't aligned to like the business I wanted to run. So that was a failed business. I shut it down and I don't do it anymore. However, I'm launching a digital course about real estate investing, and based on all of the experience that I had doing one-on-one coaching, learning what I like, what I don't like, what's working, what's definitely not working, all of those things have informed the decisions that I make in my current course that I'm building that's going to launch next year. I have no doubt that my real estate investing course is going to be very successful.